What's going on, everybody? Justin Kish here for NexusSportsNetwork.com. Before we get into the interview with Eduardo Dantas, I would like to inform all you guys that this interview will be, translated through his translator, Escobar. He's going to be speaking, through me to Eduardo, and it will be translated back to me for you guys to listen to. Now, in this interview, we're going to be talking strictly about his fight against Joe Warren at Bellator 166. We're going to be talking about how his preparations are going for the fight. We're also going to be throwing in some other questions about the state of the bantamweight division in Bellator, as well as the addition of Fedor Emelianenko and his thoughts on the addition of Fedor to the Bellator family. Now, lastly, let's get right into this interview. Hope you guys do enjoy it, and you guys check out my other interviews for Bellator 166. It's going to be with Joe Warren later on this afternoon. I hope you guys do enjoy this interview. Happy Thanksgiving for all of us at Nexus Sports Network to your guys' family. Have a great day. I'll catch you guys soon. What's going on, everybody? My name is Justin Kish for NexusSportsNetwork.com. We have a very special guest. We got Eduardo Dantas. Dantas, how you doing today, man?
How are you doing, Dudu? Como é que você tá? I'm fine. I'm feel good.
Now, at Bellator 166, you're going to be taking on Joe Warren. How are things going for this fight? How's preparation going?
He says preparation is doing really good. He's in the best shape of his life. He's ready to go today. If the fight runs today, he's ready to go. And in the day of the fight, he's going to be more than 100%.
Now, you're no stranger to fighting Joe Warren, as you fought once before. Have you looked at any of the recent fight film on Joe Warren, and did you see anything different this time around?
Você viu uma luta dele passada, você viu alguma coisa diferente? Não, ele entra nas pernas, vai pra cintura, e fica nesse tipo. Yeah, he says he's doing the same game he always does. Tries to go to shoot the legs, take down, and he do his wrestling. So he sees even he improves a little bit, but same game as before. It's a very annoying, tiring game.
Now, in this training camp, did you work on anything new? I know you're a very tremendous and amazing, wrestler. You like to take the fight down to the ground. You also have great stand-up. Was there anything new, or did you just, approach this training camp, as the same as always?
Você teve alguma coisa diferente nesse teu treino, nesse teu camp? Sempre nada muito. Eu gosto de fazer, sempre muito trabalho com minha parte psicológica. He's working a lot, his psychological side, and he's training a lot. Like he always likes to train a lot, but this time he's training everything, like not overtraining, but in the right dose, and especially his wrestling. He's focusing a lot on his wrestling, and he's feeling really good in every aspect for the fight.
Now, what I'm really, excited about is, the wrestling that's going to be possibly involved in this fight. Like I said, Joe Warren's a great wrestler. Mr. Dantas is also a very great wrestler himself. He likes to take fights down to the ground. Very great. He has a lot of submissions in his game. Now, do you think that this will be a fight that will be decided on, who will have the best overall wrestling, or will this be a different outcome?
Você acha que essa luta vai ser uma luta, vai ter muito wrestling na luta? Você está treinando wrestling, o cara é o wrestler. Você acha que vai ter outro caminho? Estou preparado para tudo. Essa luta estou preparado para tudo. E onde estiver, eu vou estar muito bem preparado. He says he's ready for everything, because he's training a lot. He's gonna surprise his opponents. If the fight goes for the wrestling side, for the grappling, he's probably going to surprise as well. But of course, he prefers to keep the fight standing because his opponent is not so comfortable standing up with him. But even if the fight goes down, his opponent will be surprised.
Now, I wanted to ask him, with all the new additions ranging up into the higher weight classes, we got Rory McDonald coming in. We even got Fedor Emelianenko. He's coming in. Do you think that Bellator should be, looking at, adding guys, in the lower weight classes like bantamweight? Because when you look into the bantamweight division, it's very much thin because it's been dominated by, Mr. Dantas. It also has been dominated guys by Marcos Galvo, Mike Richmond. It's just been dominated by, these higher guys who are in the division long term. Do you think that maybe they should start bringing in some other talent and start hitting that free agent market hard so that they can have more depth in the bantamweight division?
Acho que o Bellator devia, de repente, que tem novos caras nos pesos de cima e tal, e vocês dominam muito a categoria de base, você, o Louro, você acha que eles vão, de repente, trazer mais pessoas? Ele falou, he said regarding the other divisions, he doesn't know for sure, but regarding the bantamweight, he says the only one that domains the division. He see nobody else taking over the division, so they can do whatever they want for the bantamweight, but he's gonna keep still dominating the division.
Thank you. Just a couple of more.
The division will remain the same.
Okay. Just a couple more questions left. Now, I mentioned Fedor Emelianenko in my last question. Can I get his quick thoughts on the addition of Fedor? He's a legend of the game. And, how big is this? Because Bellator is well on the rise. How do you think, the addition of Fedor to the Bellator family, will help out this promotion?
Sorry, come again?
With the addition of Fedor Emelianenko, he's the latest signing to Bellator. Can I get his quick thoughts on that? And, how does the addition of Fedor really help out the growth of Bellator MMA?
Ok. O Fedor assinou com o Bellator, né? E você acha que isso aí vai ajudar na imagem do Bellator, que é o Fedor Emelianenko dentro do Bellator? He says, for sure, is a great addition to the event. Fedor Emelianenko is like a legend in the sport, and has a great media behind him, especially the Russian media. So he sees with very positive eyes this addition to the event.
And for my last question, can I just get his quick thought on how the fight with Joe Warren will go down? How does he, how's he going to visualize the win? What is his game plan going into the fight?
Como é que você tá, sua cabeça, como é que a luta vai desenrolar? Vai desenrolar de uma maneira muito óbvia. Então, vai ser uma luta que vai ser muito castigante para ele. Vai sofrer muito ao lado do tempo. He says the longer the fight goes, it's going to be worse for John Warren because he's going to literally, kick his ass in every round. He wants to really, really hit him hard, hurt him a little bit. So he says if the fight finish fast, it's better for him. But the way he sees, he's going to hurt him badly.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Eduardo, good luck on your next fight, man. I really do appreciate it. I will be watching.
Appreciate it. He says thank you.